Hey, Dr. Brett here. We're back. We're fishing. It's a Saturday night, and we're doing some questions and answers. Go.
Yes, as my client, who is a woman,
Yeah.
who are women and girls, they always ask the other. They always ask how people they date, feeling. How do you understand me, baby?
How does the guy feel after
Yes.
they've had a date with him?
Yes,
They want to
yes.
know how he feels, so
Yes,
they're
and-
asking a fortune teller.
Yes, and I want to know, is that matter? And how can we tell?
Good. So the question is, how can we tell how someone's feeling after we've done a few dates with them? Oh, we got a fish. So
No.
how can we tell, right? Just a little tiny baby bass. No, actually it's a snapper.
Snapper.
Okay, cool. So this one we can keep because we're going to eat this later
Yes.
tonight.
Yes. Yes.
It's called the little snapper blue.
Yes.
But anyway, the question
Be
is,
careful.
the question is, like, how can we tell, right, how, like, what someone's thinking of us, right? And we're going to
After-
keep this for dinner,
Yes.
right? How can we tell?
Our food.
Okay, great. Anyway, how can we tell what someone's thinking of us? Well, we don't want to be in our heads in life, right? We want to get out of our heads and be present and focused and open and engaged and live life.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to, like, be able to ask questions, you know? You don't want to, like, when you first get to know somebody, you don't want to put pressure on that person. You just want to stay open and friendly and engaged and allow the experience to take hold, allow the relationship to go. If it doesn't go somewhere and someone's not calling you back, either they got scared on their end or they're not that interested or some combination of both.
Mm-hmm.
So what we don't want to do is we don't want to press in life. We want to get ourselves into a good place with or without the guy, with or without the woman. How do
Yeah.
we do that? We engage life fully. We develop friendships, right? We have lots of different things that we love to do, hobbies, interests outside of work, and we get ourselves into a super good place, and we learn how to not to sweat and stay in our freaking heads and worry about what other people are thinking. You can always ask the question, but you don't want to ask it 10 times. You only want to ask it once or twice. If the person's not willing to share, then either that's not the right person, or it's not the right timing, or maybe on your end you're getting too needy or insecure, and you want to do something about that. So we want to, again, get ourselves present and engaged in a really good place.
Yes.
And that's the place we want to date from. And that's the place we want to do relationships from.
Yes. The most important, I think, women or guys, they need to be happy by themselves first.
Yeah, and that's very difficult, right? A lot of people want the relationship to make them happy. And a lot of times in life, once we're happy and we meet another human being that's happy, that's when we have great relationships.
Yeah.
Not when we're so needy and of another, right? When we're in a good place ourselves. That's a lot of work. That work is worth doing. That's where you were, right, when we met. Isn't it true?
Yes. Yeah, this is true. The most important, you need to be happy by yourself, and if people come to you, it means they need to gain more happiness. It doesn't. You should not get some happy from other people.
Yeah, look, in the real world, when we engage people that we love, obviously we're gonna enjoy it and we might be happier. But the idea is to get yourself into a really nice place first, so we're not so needy and dependent on others, because as we all know, that makes us pretty vulnerable, because sometimes people let us down, sometimes people disappear, sometimes people aren't who they purport themselves to be, right? It doesn't turn out the way they anticipate that,
Yes.
and then that's not, we don't want to be that vulnerable. We want to be in a good place.
Yes.
And if we're in a good place, then we can always open up to other possibilities.
And another opinion, I think, for the first date, you better not like or love other people so quickly. Even you like, but you need to control yourself. There are a lot of dimensions to know other people. If you like other people so quickly, sometimes you paranoid and needy and insecure.
Yes, I love this wisdom from my Thai wife, Chanakarn, right? Who I'm letting her know that she can definitely life coach with this natural wisdom. But yeah, what's the rush to like take your time to get to know somebody?
Yeah.
We had a good relationship from the word go, but we did a lot of things together. We spent a lot of time together. We really got to know each other by traveling.
Yeah.
We lived in Asia. I was living in Bangkok. We went to Singapore. We went to Bali. We did a lot of trips. We went to Phuoc Ninh, a city south of Bangkok. We did a lot of traveling and living together as we got to know each other. And you really, in those experiences, you find out who your partner is or isn't as you stay present, as you're engaged, as you travel and spend a lot of time together.
Yes.
And a lot of people, what happens is they get into a rush because the chemistry is really intense or something. You know, and that's great that you have good sexual chemistry, but it's definitely not enough. Once you get through that romantic love phase, you want to get to a place of genuine love, deep caring for another human being. And you can get to that place largely by staying present and communicating and choosing wisely. You want to choose a partner in general who is kind, who has integrity. If you have those two values outside of the chemistry and the attractiveness, then you're at least in the right direction. Because people that are kind, it's just such an easier way to do a relationship. And if you're dealing with somebody that has high integrity, you don't have to worry about being misled or taken advantage of, or all those other things that happen when you're dealing with people with low integrity.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Brett.
Okay, Chanakarn.
Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Later. See you.